It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Niner defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Browns at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Let's go now. 18, left, 18, 60 Bobcats, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Dragon 60. Warriors 70. Check go.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Come on. Set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
Up the middle they go. Sherman. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Trap 60. Go street. Come 19. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11. Hut.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they... Down hard at the end.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, 28 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcats, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Complete to his giant Jalen Hyatt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They'll look to throw again. Looking Hyatt's way once again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 9 now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Slot man moves right. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That's complete to Pearsall.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Come on, set. Dragon 60. Go street. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Go.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
18, Pioneer. Street. Panther 11. Say, hurt. 60 Maverick.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very solid gain of 27.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Taken down back at the 42.
7 Pirates. 79 Bronco. 19 tight. Ready.
2nd and 13. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So
from the 23. Here's second down and a yard.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end.
Dragon 60. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. And up.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having.
And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance. And then
touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Browns 14.
The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
60 Maverick, go!
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates! Bronco!
Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Ready, ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So,
and my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Got it. Ready? Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
19 tight. 19 tight.
First and goal at the 7-yard
18
line.
Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
19 Lion. Dragon 60. And up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And now here is another interception. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around at 30. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need tease, cash app, been more PayPal. Thumped up, Cinemax, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't They can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Had my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we ain't friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you.